Hi, I will be using this channel to document my journey with God. I have recently started reading the Bible, and I've had moments where I've started and then I've stopped, and I've been, as many of you know, the term lukewarm Christian, and I want that to stop. I want to be able to sit down for a little bit and actually learn about my religion, and not just keep putting it off. I have bought myself this Bible, which I do recommend to some people if you like to have some sort of explaining at the bottom of every single verse. So it's the Orthodox Study Bible. I bought myself this one from Amazon, and that is the paper cover, and this is the back as well, and that is the reference number if someone wants to find it. What I like about it, so obviously I have put the little stickers on the side so I can find the chapters a lot easier, but what I like about it, so for example with the Proverbs, it says the author, when it was date, the major themes in the verses, the background, and he gives you an outline on everything. So that's just the start. You've also got, for every single verse, it basically explains what it means. Even when you think it's in simpler terms, it literally goes into it. It's like a little analysis, and I really like that because it gives you a deeper understanding of what it means. So far I've started with the New Testament, so I read Matthew's. It was a really good chapter, honestly. I think it was a really good way to start reading the Bible. It was just about Jesus' life and how he was in the first few years. And I have also read, you can see you've got pictures in here as well, which is really nice. I have also started reading John's, so the book of John's as well. What I would suggest, so if you do start with the New Testament, if you haven't, there is the series called The Chosen. I know some people don't like it and it's a bit controversial, but I was watching it as I was reading the Bible, and I can say it is really, really accurate, and it has given me a deeper understanding. So actually seeing and listening to it rather than just sitting down and reading it, it has made it quite useful to understand what it is actually about. So I would recommend it, especially the whole of Matthew's was pretty much in it. Some of John's, I haven't finished reading John's, I'm still going through it. I do recommend starting with the New Testament. Again, as you can see here, it has an outline on everything, what it means, the major themes, and he explains everything. And you've got like little pages as well with extra information. For example, there you can see what it says. You can pause for a second and have a read. But I do recommend this Bible. I do think it's really good. It is called the Orthodox Study Bible. But yeah, it is really, really useful. And you can see here everything included, so you can pause and have a little read. But for today's video, what I would like to do is simply just read a couple of verses from the Proverbs. And if you'd like to sit here and listen to me read, you're more than welcome. This channel, I would like it to be as raw as possible, so I don't really want to edit it. I don't want to show my face. I just want it to be me, my Bible, and hopefully a room full of Jesus. So I want to just be my raw self. I don't want anyone to know who I am, as it doesn't really matter who I am. But you can come and join me on this journey where I want to get closer to God, and I want to be a better version of myself. So you're more than welcome to come and join me. So today I will be reading a verse from the Proverbs. This is the information on this chapter, if you wanted to pause and read some of it. As you can see, major theme: the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. So it's all about how to, so basically this book, it was written by Solomon to his son, and it was teaching him how to live a good life. And yeah, if you do have the same Bible as me, I will be reading from Proverbs 3:1, well 3:2 actually, and I will be going through this one here, which is the cure for carelessness, and then I will be explaining what it means as well. And I think it's a good first verse to go through as my first video, as it basically just encompasses carelessness, but also thinking in the right way before you do something or before you say something. So yeah. My son, do not be careless, but keep my counsel in thinking, that your soul may live and grace may be around your neck, and there will be healing for your flesh and care for your bones, that you may walk confidently in peace in all your ways, and your foot may not stumble. For if you sit down, you will be without fear, and if you lay down, your sleep will be pleasant. And do not be afraid of intimidation when it comes upon you, nor of the attack of the ungodly when it comes at you. For the Lord will be all over your ways, and he will plant your feet firmly that you may not be shaken. Do not withhold doing good to the needy, when you may give a helping hand. Do not say when you are able to do good, come back tomorrow and I will give you something. For you do not know what the next day will bring forth. Do not devise evil things against your friend, who dwells beside you and trusts in you. Do not be ready to quarrel with a man in vain, lest he does you some harm. Do not incur the reproach of evil men, neither seek their ways. For every lawless man is unclean before the Lord, and he does not sit among the righteous. The curse of God is in the house of the ungodly, but he blesses the dwellings of the righteous. The Lord opposes the arrogant, but he gives grace to the humble. The wise shall inherit glory, but the ungodly exalt dishonor. So I have gone and highlighted some of the main bits that I would like to have it grab my attention when I flick through these pages. So I highlighted, for the Lord will be all over your ways, and he will plant your feet firmly that you may not be shaken. It's all about having trust and not being scared about anything. Anything that happens in your life, you know that God is beside you, and you should trust in him. And here at the bottom it says, do not withhold doing good to the needy when you may give a helping hand. Do not say when you are able to do good. So what I think this means is, don't do a good deed just so it's returned to you. Do it because you want to do it. Do it because it will help someone. And with time you will be rewarded, but you don't need that person to come and pay you that debt that you gave them. It's all about being kind and doing good for no reason. And I think this closely links to the last bit here, which says, the Lord opposes the arrogant but he gives grace to the humble. So you need to understand that what you have on this earth is temporary, especially materialistic stuff. You're not going to take anything with you when you leave. But your soul, if it's kind, if you lived a good life, you helped people around you, that's what you take with you. That's what goes up to heaven. And you need to make sure that you are humble, and that everything that you have acquired in this life is because you had God You had God besides you. And here at the bottom, so he does give a little explanation of what everything means. So it's this section here that we've read, which I like, because he literally tells you what bit you've read and what he means. So here it says, one who forgets wisdom becomes careless. Such carelessness is characterized by fearfulness, intimidation, unfaithfulness in almsgiving, betrayal, quarrelsomeness, lawlessness, the curse of God, arrogance, and dishonor. And the cure for carelessness is the grace of the virtues, discernment, righteousness, courage, self-control, which says here grace around your neck, which is similar to what it was said there. So I think this whole little verse is literally about being more in touch with yourself, with God, and actually think before you do something. Have courage to be kind and have self-control. So do not show off with what you have. Be humble and be kind. And I think that's a good verse of the day. I do apologize. I'm a little bit shaky today. It is my first video. And I've never done this before, so it's quite weird just holding a phone and talking to someone. But as I said, I don't want this channel to be, what's the word? I don't even know what word I'm looking for. I don't want my face to be on it. It's not about myself. It's about us getting close to our religion, us learning more about the Bible. And I will sit down and make a plan of everything I'm going to be reading and make it a bit more coherent. But as it was my first video today, it was a bit all over the place. But yeah, if you want to join my journey, you are more than welcome to. This is such a beautiful picture. And it actually says what is in the picture and who was painted by, which is really nice. Gives credit. That's the nativity. Is really good Bible, so I do recommend it if you guys want to go and get it. I'm not sure if they have it in libraries, to be honest, but I paid, I think it was £25 on Amazon, which is not bad. But yeah, have a blessed day and see you next time if you want to join me.